So, will your grandkids benefit by your business? A lot of people start a business and they envision this generational wealth. They think about a business that they're going to pass off onto their kids and they're going to pass to their grandkids. And that's a great goal for a business. Or you're going to sell the business and you're going to create so much wealth that the family can invest in and live on from that. So, what are some key things that you need to do to have a business like that? Right? There's a lot that it takes to build that type of business. But today I want to share with you just a few key areas of things that you can work on. Okay? So the first one is lead generation and marketing. We all know that you need to get more customers, you need to create leads. But how do you do that? Okay, so lead generation starts with knowing who your target audience is, knowing where they are, what it is that they are interested in, and how you can communicate with them. So we love to put together a process where we brainstorm up to 100 different ways to attract leads, which can be overwhelming. But then once you've done that, you've got a huge library of ways to generate leads. And then what you do is we work to pare that down to figuring 3 to 5 strategies that you can execute right away within your resources and your skill sets. And when you do that, you're going to have a way that's going to generate more leads, and you're going to measure it, and you're going to know you're getting an ROI for your marketing. Along the way, it's not just having leads, it's having customers. And customers comes from converted prospects. Converted prospects start with that lead generation and they start a journey with you. So as you do your buyer's journey and you build that together, your prospects are going to realize that you're the right person to support them. You're going to do your buyer's journey through your marketing strategies, and in the end, you're going to convert more often, better prospects, people that are going to stay with you longer, and they're going to help you grow your business. Because of that need, I've partnered up with Gabrielle Mills of Sourced, and we're doing a workshop called Grow Your Revenue, where you're going to learn to attract, nurture, and convert your best prospects. Our partner with Sourced is Integracom. They're hosting us on May 17th in Sewanee. We're going to do lunch, networking, and business education from 12 to 3 o'clock. Love to have you come visit that. What else do you need to do to have a business that generates generational wealth? You need to have a team, and a strong team is one that communicates and trusts one another. Stephen Covey talked about that in Speed of Trust, is how a team that trusts one another is going to execute at higher levels. They're going to work faster, more effectively, and your customers are going to have a better experience. Okay, that's great. You want to have a great team. How can you do that? Well, one way to do that is at the Management Masterclass. Management Masterclass is a 12-week class. I'm starting it on June 6th. It's online, and we're going to teach and share the ways that you can have a stronger team, build better accountability, better relationships, better communication styles. In the end, you'll have a better team by being a better manager. And once you become a better manager, then you can become a better leader. Another way to generate this business with generational wealth is to have a plan. A plan starts with knowing where you are and knowing where you're going. You can learn where you are by coming to a 6 Steps to a Better Business workshop. In this workshop, you're going to understand, are you in chaos mode? Are you in the niche mode where you're looking for predictable cash flow? Are you looking for leverage and efficiency to be more efficient with your time? Or is it about building a team that can run the business when you're gone? When you have a business that runs without you, then you can spend more time working on the business, but also it's something that could be sold for higher revenue, or it's something that can be easily transferred onto your 2nd generation, 3rd generation, 4th generation. So in the 6 Steps to a Better Business workshop I'm doing on May 20th at the Monroe Area Country Club in Monroe, also we're going to have some networking, and we're going to have some business owners, and we're going to have a couple drinks and a couple appetizers, and we're going to talk about ways to identify where your business is and how to take it to that next level. Another way to build your plan is at Planning Club. I used to call this Growth Club, but it really is a planning club. At Planning Club, you're going to update your dreams for your business. You're going to set some long-term goals. You're going to update your annual goals, but most importantly, you're going to work on your quarterly goals. We're meeting on June 14th at the Walton Area Chamber of Commerce. And at that session, you're going to identify what are the 2 to 3 things that are most important for your business right now to work on in that quarter. What are the steps? What are the weeks you're going to work on those things? What's success look like? And then we're going to work on the next quarter and the next quarter and the next quarter. And before you know it, you're going to have a business that works without you, and it's going to generate the wealth that you need to support your family for generations. John Davis, I'd love to have you come to any or all of these events. I'll be putting links in the post here, and you can be sure to check out the links, come to them, work with other business owners, and we're going to have a great time. Thank you.